All right, the challenge is in front of you. Do you accept it? I hope so. Keep the game on. Play the challenge. It's solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Oh, the spin. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. Now the 7th-year man, Chris Jones, on to kick. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is brought in at the 21. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback. This one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot. getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Throwing on first down. Wade finds Chad Johnson on the slant. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And to give this time to the tailback. Able to push his way through. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. We'll be back with more of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Now a handoff looking right. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, Wade. He finds Beckham complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Odell Beckham, 27 yards. And the Lions are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. Shifts by him. 1:15 2:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And Detroit getting set to go now. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Finding some room at midfield. Nice move at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 34 yards there and a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Red zone opportunity. Now they try the right side here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Dallas! Kill!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wade. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On 3rd down, it's Sanders. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Prescott to throw it. Completes it to Jason Witten. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Wade, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the end. Okay, let's not waste any more time, or certainly any more of Larry's time. Let's play ball. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And now running right through it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. He had a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. To throw on 2nd down. Wade. Cruz has it over the middle. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And to give this time to the tailback. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Wade in the gun. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. Touchdown, Detroit. Austin Hooper, 32 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, you know, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And it is now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Again, it's Elliott. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
A big 30-yard play on third. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to.
Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. First down, Prescott. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time, and that'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Got some real estate inside the 30, and they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On second down, Prescott again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. Complete to Jason Witten. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Here's Prescott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And again, it's Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got room. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And to give this time to the tailback. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a handoff here to his running back. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And to give this time to the tailback. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on second and 2. It's now third and 1. Back to throw. Wade. He's got Cruz complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Second and 10. Wade to throw it again. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think, yeah.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Travis Benjamin from 10 yards out. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Oh, look at this. this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this is caught in the middle of the field. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one. We want two. Instead, they got zero.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I'll tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit. Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
He finds his target, Terrence Williams. Williams loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And that does it for this one. Pat yourself on the back. You just completed and dominated the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of wide receivers who certainly want to be targeted throughout the game. It's Bryant's Cowboys going up against Nelson's Packers.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Lambeau.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Trying to hit the tight end Bennett, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And before this series gets rolling, you know, a story, very feel-good story. Cowboys' 3rd preseason game. Nice to see Jalen Smith out there, wasn't it?
I almost get emotional talking about this because when
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
A first down throw for Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 34 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Stephen Paya breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I think many people thought Ty Montgomery would automatically go back to being a wide receiver this year, but it appears he's going to stay at running back. I know they drafted Jamal Williams from BYU, but Montgomery proving his worth.
And he proved it, proved it last year. 5.4 yards per carry, 4th best in the league. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. A swing pass caught. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 41 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Crosby on now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And this one complete to Witten over the middle. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A dump off to Elliott, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Power running by Zeke. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Prescott, flush to his right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Nolan Carroll. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
How, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Following the interception, here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. That good for 19 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Prescott on first down. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
This is Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Shift together here from the D-line. A second down throw for Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Nelson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The old connection, Rodgers to Nelson, getting Green Bay a first down. Rodgers now on first down. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So the offense has it first and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
And again, it's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Terrence Williams, 33 yards. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And it's second down.
I got you, 88. I got you. C19.
To throw again. Rodgers. And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, Rodgers. This is caught with a catch right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Rodgers now on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's got the connection to his tight end, Bennett. Touchdown, Packers. Martellus Bennett from 10 yards out. And the Packers get a score closer. And they will line up now for the two-point try. Rodgers to throw once more. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Crosby on now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Prescott now on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Prescott off the play fake to McFadden. And that's caught by Beasley. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 10th carry now for Elliott. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Prescott now from the 50. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Prescott to throw it. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Packers pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that going back and watching.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball...
Randall Cobb on the breakaway. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Randall Cobb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Packers. Crosby on now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing here, Prescott. Throw right side, complete to Williams. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Fielded just inside the 20. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them. and continue to get better at what they do, but they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Fighting through it, he's got space. The 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Giovanni Bernard, 58 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. And they're in on the first play from scrimmage. Our crew and you and I, we better strap in here.
That's what's commonly known as quick strike. Points on the board. This could be a fun game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right. Otherwise, that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
Looking to throw. Wade. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. That'll bring up second down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big.
That's what they were aiming for.
And that's caught inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw on second down. Wade. And he fires one incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
To throw on third down, Wade. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up fourth down. So fourth down, John Fox will turn it over to his field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise if this would come up short.
Smith. Being chased out left. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Bernard. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the 50, it's Smith. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brandon Marshall, 50 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff as they take over here 1st and 10. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
His throw incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's second down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. 2nd and 10, Smith again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Tyreek Hill 31 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Second and 10, waiting to throw it again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
An attempt at a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On third down, Wade. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it. How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 10 yards still left on second down.
Watch 13. 13's crossing. Check 13. Say, Blue 80.
Throwing again. Wade. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the interception, here's Smith. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. Touchdown, Giants! Brandon Marshall with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there at 22. On first down, Wade. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first and 10, Wade. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Daniil Hunter in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. To throw on second down, Wade. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to the Hall of Famer Barry Sanders there. And it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Long in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Over the middle to Beckham. Past the 20. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Wade in the red zone here on first down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down, and the Bears are in for 6.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Wide open, it's Marshall complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now a carry for Bernard. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Going for it all. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing to start the drive. Wade. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wade. And his throw is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. To throw on 3rd down. Wade. And he connects with Ertz. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Throwing on 1st down. Wade. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wade. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll go with a keeper. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Set, Madden.
Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try now for Dawson. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. First down, Wade. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
There's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in the game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. A shotgun snap for Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They snap it to Smith. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Zach Ertz, 34 yards. And the Giants take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Smith. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Back to throw. Wade. It's caught by OBJ. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking to throw. Wade. It's over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific...
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Wade in the gun. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, All that extra, there's not any extra field, so it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Watch tight. Tight end right.
Throwing now, Smith. And going deep for Hill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Here's Smith to throw on 3rd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense. I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wade. He finds Beckham complete. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a, shall we say, a rather optimistic try here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field. All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. For the 49ers, they're getting set to go on offense. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Wayne, and incomplete to open things up. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. They'll try and throw for it here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lane. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Wow, what a gutsy call. If you're the defense, opening drive, you just got the stopper, at least you think, and then boom, right back on the field for more.
It had to feel of something that they had planned for a whole week long. Hey, 1st drive of the game, let's be aggressive, let's go get them. And now defensively, they've got to be writing notes to themselves. In practice, work on fake punts right out of the gate because that was really unexpected. Tremendous coverage there, just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And now running right through it. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue. Explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. Their 7th-year quarterback from TCU bringing him onto the field. That's the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton.
And remember, he was a day-1 starter his rookie year, and that was the year of the lockout, so he didn't even get the OTAs and minicamp that led into it. Led his team to the playoffs that year, led his team to the playoffs his first 5 years in the league before a 6-9-1 record in 2016.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense is just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands,
the speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player, so he can't get outside of you.
On second down, Hill. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The 30, 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. A play fake to Hill. Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
On second down now, Hill found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Here's Dalton. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Jake Ryan in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Throwing on first down. Wade. Jay Rice open right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. On first down, Wade. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Zach Ertz, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first
better.
drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now Hill, and he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Open now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Get a nice lead, you should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
A gain of 32 that time. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught inside the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back to throw. Wade. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And he's got it up and through. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. It gets you that spot on the field. That allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Getting ready to go again. Here's Andy Dalton marching back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Shift together here from the D-line. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. This is going to be caught by the rookie. It's John Ross. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, they can just tighten.
That's what they want to do, tighten down everything they're doing, and it maybe explode at the right time.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
On 1st and 10, Wade. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Throwing on 1st down. Wade. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. The 49ers are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Bengals...
Sorry, Larry. Your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that line. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there and a Bengal first.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And the Bengal fans are probably saying, where has that been?
And they have to, because everyone wants to talk about having a balanced offense, but these two, Andy Dalton, A.J. Green, their connection is vital to their chances of winning.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So he runs it for 1 yard, then no gain. I don't know that you go back to that well here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I don't know that you do as well, but if you want to get the ball to him, if you want him to have it, maybe you get him into space and throw it to him.
Dalton now to pass. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense... Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And Bullock will put this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Andy Dalton. Oh, it stays. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Rodney Gunter in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And Bullock will put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Finds Chad Johnson on a slant. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Given up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. And that does it for this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You did it. You defeated it. Congratulations. We'll see you next time. All right, your challenge awaits. Can you fulfill that solo challenge? Time to find out. It is indeed the solo challenge, and it's Madden Ultimate Team time. And the Steelers, they're ready to rock on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wade. Over the middle to Beckham. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Odell Beckham, 45 yards. Nice job. Congratulations, defeating the Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge. All right, you saw the challenge on the screen. I don't need to repeat it. It's solo challenge. Madden Ultimate Team. Go earn your keep. And now the offense getting set. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Wade. Johnson jostles free. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 49 yards.
Really good recognition of the offensive line of the blitz. They picked it up, allowed for more time to throw the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. Taking it in. So that does it. Put this one in the books. A successful Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge. See you next time. All right, so the challenge is laid out in front of you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team time. Let's go. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
On second down, it's Bell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A screen to Bell. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Bell is so good at that. He just catches so many passes near the line of scrimmage. In fact, the unique stat line for him last year, he had more yards after the catch than total receiving yards from the line of scrimmage on the season.
That doesn't even sound real, but when you analyze his game, you understand why a stat like that can occur. His ability to catch the ball, be elusive, and also strong enough to break tackles, that allows him to gain all that extra yardage.
And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. That's James. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. All right, nice job. I believe that is challenge met and defeated from where I sit. Congratulations. Good job on this Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge. All right, the challenge is in front of you. Do you accept it? I hope so. Keep the game on. Play the challenge. It's solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team. The Packers offense here, ready to go on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Wade. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks, right near the 27. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Set, red, 24.
On 1st down, Wade. Johnson jostles free. Caught by Chad Johnson inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. And that does it for this one. Pat yourself on the back. You just completed and dominated the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.
Hello, everybody. Larry Ridley welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. It's the NFL on EA Sports. On deck, we've got a great matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. The Packers come into this one knowing they've got a fight on their hands. This could be one of those war of attrition types of games. So winning the field position battle and the turnover battle are going to be two big keys to seeing who gets out of here with the victory. With that, let's go out to AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And hello again, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin here in the booth. And Odell Beckham Jr., the 20. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
right, it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Wade. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they give this time to the tailback. And now running right through it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
So now it's 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
On 3rd down, that's Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And that does it for this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You did it. You defeated it. Congratulations. We'll see you next time. All right, your challenge awaits. Can you fulfill that solo challenge? Time to find out. It is indeed the solo challenge, and it's Madden Ultimate Team time. And the Seahawks offense, 1st and 10, getting ready to go. They'll try and burn some clock with Rawls. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. On 2nd down, Rawls. And he stopped immediately there. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
Here's John Ryan now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fielded just inside the 30. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And to give this time to the tailback. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout. And now we're set to get going. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. Nice job. Congratulations defeating the Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge.